Some stories are told for enjoyment, others to pass down wisdom, and some are a bit of both. Today's story, we will let you decide. Welcome to Finding Folklore, the podcast that brings all that is myth, legend, and folklore from Scotland and beyond to you, the listener at home. A long time ago, in the forests of Scotland, there lived a fox. And the fox loved being a fox. He loved to run free in the woods and to hunt and to catch his own food. And at night he would go home to his foxhole where he would sleep soundly. But one winter, the weather turned and food was scarce. And days of going hungry drove him crazy. He found stomach pains and cramps. And eventually the days turned to weeks and the weeks to months, and the fox starved. And one day he thought, I need to leave here or I will surely meet my end. I need to find comfort and food wherever I can. And so the fox left his woods. He left the forest that for his entire life he had called home, and he went further than he had ever gone. Until one day he came across a metal fence. Metal fence the likes of which he had never seen before, for the fox had never come across man-made objects. And he smelled something on the other side of this fence. He didn't know what it was, but he knew it was alive. And so carefully, he went through the fence and found a small wooden house. And he approached the house, and something was inside it. And it was too small a house for man to live in. And at the other end, from within, he heard growl. For what he smelled also smelled him. And out came this mighty hound to chase the fox away. And the fox stopped him. He said, "Whoa, I'm not here for trouble. I just need to see what's happening." And the fox said to the hound, "What are you? I've never seen anything like you before." The hound thought, "Well, I'm a dog." And so he told that to the fox. The fox said, "Wow, it looks like you have this house, this shelter. How amazing." The dog said, "Yeah, it is incredible. I have this house all to myself that my master built for me." The fox had never heard the word master before and wasn't sure what it meant, but put it to the back of his mind, for he was amazed that a house this size belonged to a dog, not much bigger than he was. And he said, "Does this house keep you dry? Does it keep you sheltered from the wind?" And the dog said, "Yes, it does." And the fox says, "That sounds fantastic. I think being a dog is not a bad life." And the dog said, "You're absolutely right. Being a dog is a great life. For not only do I have this shelter, I also have food. Twice a day, the master brings out food, and I eat and fill my belly. I wake up and my hunger is satiated, and I go to bed with a full belly and warm at night." The fox thought, "This is incredible. Imagine not starving. Imagine being able to live your life where through the winter you were fed twice a day, when he himself barely fed twice a week, and the meals were not enough to keep him going." And you say, "Wow, I wonder if there are any other benefits to being a dog." And the dog said, "Well, sometimes when the weather is really bad, the master lets me in to sleep by the fire." The fox had never heard of fire, and so the dog explained that the fire brought him warmth and comfort, and the fox was jealous. And the fox said, "Well, Hound, I think you've convinced me. I want to be a dog. How do I go about it? The dog said, well, it's quite easy, really. You wake up, you stay in your zone, you do as you're told by the master, and when someone who's not supposed to be on the property approaches, we tell them off. Occasionally we'll chase animals away like cats. And the fox thought, well, I can chase cats. I can maybe do as I'm told. I don't know. I've never tried. And so the fox said, can you show me? And the hound said, of course. So let's run to the other end of the property as fast as we can and practice chasing things off. And the fox said, this is great. And so they both crouched down to run, and off they went. And the hound was faster than the fox, and the fox couldn't believe how strong the hound was. But soon the hound was stopped by a chain around his neck attached to the house. And the fox overtook the hound and looked back and wondered, what is this? And so he stopped and he said, why did you stop? Why do you have this chain? He says, it's to make sure I don't go anywhere. And the fox looked sad. And he said, you can't go anywhere? And the hound said, well, I can stay on our property, but ultimately I can only go where the master allows. And the fox thought about this. And after a minute, he turned to the hound and said, it was honestly a pleasure to meet you, Hound. But I think I would rather be free and hungry than fed and captive. And the fox turned and went back the way he came through the gate and continued his search for food. And the dog looked on at the fox leaving and thought, I wonder what it would be like to be a fox. And that is all from our story today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I am sorry it has been so long since we have had an episode. But I do intend, and I'm going to do my best, to release a new episode every 2 weeks with both myself and guest storytellers. Thank you for coming here today. Let me know what you thought of the story in the comments if you're on YouTube, and please do share this episode with whoever you think may enjoy it. Until next time, may the devil walk behind you. Bye for now.